Hello and welcome to another video today brought to you by Marcus's Corner. I'm Marcus Boston. I want to talk today about motivation, and this is going to be a little bit about with small business talk. It's going to be also about just motivation, and this is the type of video that can not only help you if you are a small business owner, but this type of video can just kind of help you with anything that you may be going on with you in your life. And the basis of today's video is going to deal with that struggle, the challenges that we face when we are, especially small business owners, when we are trying to, let's say, get started, or we're trying to get our product out, or we're trying to pick up new clients. It's that struggle that a lot of people have issues with. And the purpose of today's video is to try to help you get a grasp of why that struggle is important and why we all have to go through it. So to help you out, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on myself, because I can I can specifically speak about how the struggle has worked in my life. And I'm a medical malpractice attorney. I practice law in the state of Maryland, and I would like to go back to give you some foundation as to how I got to where I am today. And hopefully by listening to this, you will see why that struggle is important. So I'm going to jump back to my first years when I was getting out of high school and I started college. And there was a course that I had to take called college algebra. Oh my goodness. It was awful. I had a very bad professor with it, and she was just going very fast with everything. And I mean, we were just going through it just like that. Barely had any time to even, review or to try to, learn the material. And we got to the first part of the class, and we had a first quiz or something, and I did awful. I mean, I did real bad on the quiz. And the way things were looking, I just wasn't keeping up. My study habits weren't where they needed to be, and I was having a real bad time. So we get the drop ad, and I said, nope, that's it. I'm dropping this class. And I was doing well, guys, in my other class. I was doing well in everything else. It was just this course that was causing me a lot of problems. So I went on ahead and I dropped it, and I felt really bad about it because I wasn't doing well. And I went and I took it a second time. And during that second time, I got better with my study habits. I learned certain things, and I was really able to use that failure or that struggle to help correct some things. Now, when I was going through it, I didn't see it. All I saw was, man, I had to drop this class and this sucks. Well, we're going to fast forward into time. I got past it, successfully completed the class, got my bachelor's degree. Good. Everything was good. We get now to law school, and I'm going through law school and things like that. But what I didn't realize is that when I was in law school, I was using the techniques and the things that I learned when I had to go back and take that college algebra course again. That struggle, that going through that, it taught me and it helped prepare me how to outline things and to, think structurally with things. All of these things were very critical for me in my law school success. But I didn't want to go through that struggle when I had to drop that college algebra class. But what I didn't realize, like I said, is that was building. It was building and helping me to get ready for what I had to deal with in law school. Now, that's just one example. I'm going to go to the second example. This is something else that was going on. Now, I'm not going to go through everything because, guys, believe me, I've had a lot of struggles that I could talk about, but I'm not going to go through all of that. I'm just going to give you two important ones to help you see why that struggle is so important. Well, when I got started, I got out of law school. I've been practicing law now for over 10 years, and I've always practiced as an attorney on my own. I've always worked for myself. I've always, I've been in with other lawyers and things like that, but I've always been, essentially my name has been on the wall too with all of this going through this process. But about 5 years ago, now it'll be almost 6 in November, about 5 years ago, my wife and I decided to leave the state of Georgia and to come back to Maryland and open a law firm. And when we got started, we knew we wanted to do medical malpractice work. We knew that's what we wanted to do. But we had no idea of, well, how do you get the clients? I mean, how do you get the people to call you for medical cases? Not only that, how do you go about learning the medicine and learning how to do these types of cases? We knew that's what we wanted to do, but we had no idea how do we get there. So when I got started with everything and I started with marketing, and we were all over the place, everybody. I mean, we were all over the place. We were talking about car wreck stuff, and we were talking about family law stuff, and we were talking about criminal law stuff. All of these things we were doing because, hey, we had to get the bills paid, and we had to keep everything moving. But what I was noticing is, even though we were doing all this other stuff, we were not really getting any calls for the medical malpractice stuff. We were not getting calls for that. And so I do video marketing. If you follow my stuff on YouTube or my website and things like that, you know that we use video education to help the public get a better understanding of Maryland medical malpractice issues. That's what we do. Well, when I got started doing videos, like I said, I was doing them on car wrecks, divorces, criminal stuff, and nothing was working. And I shot about 200 and something videos that I did on all these other areas, and it just was not working out. And we were feeling bad. I mean, it sucked. It really, really did suck. But what began to happen is I began to learn how to present the information better. I began to learn how to focus on the issue, how to start thinking about what is my perfect client. What are they thinking about when they get up in the morning or when they have suffered an injury at the hands of a doctor? I begin to learn these things. And again, 200 and something videos, guys, of pretty much failure. But in that 200 and something videos, I began to learn the things that I just talked about. So that struggle was there to help me get to where I am today with how we run things in this law office. So I'm going to wrap this up with, and I want to let you know that sometimes we're just not looking at the struggle the right way. If we can kind of turn it around and keep in the back of our mind that this struggle and our failures and the roadblocks, that in a lot of instances, these things are preparing us. They're making us stronger. They are teaching us lessons that we cannot learn in a book. They're teaching us lessons that just come with experience. So if you're watching this video today and you're just trying to get started with your small business, or you are trying to get through college, or you're trying to buy a house, or whatever you're trying to do, and you see these roadblocks that are coming up, and you see these things that are knocking you to the side, don't be so quick to just get down on yourself and to be ready to just give up and run away. Use these opportunities to help you learn and to help you get a better understanding of what you are trying to do. Now, I know before I get off of this video, I have some individuals who ask me, well, Marcus, what types of books do you read that deal with these types of things? I've got 2 books, and they're kind of the same thing, but they're very good books. In the second one right now, I'm getting through that book right now, and it's very good. But the first one is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's a really good book. And the second one is Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. That book is also by Napoleon Hill, but it's been rewritten by an author by the name of Dennis Kimbrough. Really good book so far. Those 2 books, and there's some other ones that I have read too along the way, and I'll share those in other videos. But again, the purpose of this video today is to help you understand that that struggle is there. Guys, we're all going to go through it. But the people who are successful, the people who can rise above everything, it's those people that look at that struggle, they see that struggle, they see what they're going through, they turn that thing around and they learn from it. And they use those life lessons, they use that experience to get them to the next level. All right, if you are still with me at the end of this is a very long video. And if you are still here at the end of this video, obviously you did like it. You like what you watched and you like what you heard. And I'm gonna ask you to give me a thumbs up. And remember, to subscribe to Marcus's Corner. All right, that's going to be it for today's video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I will see you next time. Peace.